Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all feeling today? I am excited to show people something obscure. I'm also a little bit nervous because this is a very, very old game that is running in DOSBox. So how well it will actually run remains somewhat up in the air. In answer to your question, Phoenix, it's obscure enough that I have never actually spoken to anybody who's played this game. There do seem to be like a few hundred people around who have any memory of it, but I've never spoken to anybody who has played it. Even people in the adventure game community. Which I find interesting, because when I hear people say the name Fable, this is the first game that comes to mind for me. Hi Chen, how you doing? The Fable on the Microsoft Fable, the Lionhead Studios Fable. For me, that always comes second, because this is the first one. If it's possible to lurk while streaming, sure thing. Oh, of course, Phoenix. I love my lurkers. Lurkers are a very, very important part of the stream. Yui hosting me, which I thoroughly appreciate. Didn't show up on stream because I don't have alerts set up on my starting soon page, because I never expect to get anything happening. But Yui just hosted. So yes, please feel free to lurk while streaming. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm just happy to have people here, happy to be able to show them something that hopefully they've never seen before. So as I said, I'm kind of nervous for how this is going to go, because it is a very old game running in DOSBox. I also won't be able to interact too much with Streamlabs OBS, because once I click into Dropbox, I have to Alt-Tab to get out of it. There's no nice, easy way to just get out. But let me stop stalling. Get us some sound. Wait a second. That Pride Pig hasn't been redeemed. Let's get some sound going. I think that might be a bit loud. Oh. Something's happening with the music. And I don't think it's a good something. Let me know if the music's a bit too loud. I am going to start by attempting to play the introduction. Hopefully that fixes the music. If not, I have a plan.
In a faraway land, in a world lost to the mystery and wonders of strange beings and magical creatures, came the dawn of evil, deception, and betrayal. The Mechubars were a race of astral beings like luminous orbs, who had come to the world of Balkane to create a civilization filled with beauty, wisdom, and absolute power to rule and control all worlds with a sacred knowledge in all the hidden mysteries
there's
of
lore.
the Ancient Ones. It was on this dark winter night that 4 conspirators were condemned to rule the destiny and eternal damnation of the people of Balkane. If I remember the legend correctly, there was a young priest in the cult of Mechubars. Ishmael was the only one to really know the secret to the great powers of them. Driven by his own jealous ambition and greed, Ishmael set out to mastermind a treasonous plot that would radically change an apparently simple course in Balkanian history. To deceive the Mechubars was one thing, and in its measure a very noble course for the Balkanians. But to betray your own people is quite another. Perhaps the conspirators had overestimated their strength. They had certainly underestimated the vigilance of the Mechubars.
I do not remember this intro at all.
The consequences of their failure was critical, and the retribution of the Mechubars was cruel and harsh.
Oh no.
The most fateful consequence was the unleashing of the violent
Mid-90s
anger
CG.
of the Mechubars, causing severe cataclysms. The planet was torn apart into 4 separate lands, wherein each would reign the dominion of ice, mist, water, and fire. The 4 conspirators were sentenced to exile in the 4 different lands, where they would rule as beastly demigods to assure the eternal damnation and terror on the Hope Balcane. Ishmael was the only one to escape the wrath of the Mechubas. His whereabouts to this day are unknown. The adventure in which you are about to participate is the story of a young hero named Quickthorpe, who unknowingly sets out on a journey into a weird world, born out of the mind of one very sick man. It is a fable in one way, but in A Trick of the Tail, it's a strange trip through the lost world of Balcane.
I was not aware that there were spaceships in this game. Hi, Stealth, me too. So I don't know why this opening is in CG. Because the rest of the game isn't. And to be honest, the game looks pretty good when it's not in creepy CG. And now, Chapter 1.
So, this is it, is it?
I'm afraid it's true, Quickthorpe, and I'm sad to see you go.
So, one of the things I do remember about this game is that the art is actually pretty solid. Keep in mind, this game is 1996. This looks really good for 1996, and also does not have, like, nightmare-level CG characters. I will be turning on subtitles as soon as I'm out of this, but I don't want to skip this because this is an important conversation. Chen was 4, Stealth was 2, I was 8. It terrifies me to think that, like, Vegeta was not born. Vegeta was not even, like, thought of at that point. Hi, Yui. Thanks for the host.
You don't think there's been some mistake, do you?
I've been asking myself the same question, but the fact of the matter is that all the other village people are either too busy or just not interested. If you persevere and remember at all times to keep your mind pure and your heart true, I believe you will succeed.
So basically, I'm this dude. I am the one person in this village who has been chosen to go on some quest. I don't know which one. Chen, gifting a sub to Yui. That is your 16th gift sub on this channel. And that makes Yui a white ribbon pig. Thank you so much, Chen. Yui, use them motes now that you got them.
Sounds great, but what am I supposed to do?
The village has chosen you, Quickthorpe, to go out to the far reaches of these cursed lands and seek out the 4 beasts who are guarding the lost jewels of Balcane. These jewels are the key to the future of our people. Once you have destroyed these beasts and recovered the jewels, our village will be free from their tyranny.
Cool. Find 4 elemental jewels. That's never been done before.
But I don't know what these jewels look like.
According to our village historian, there are 4 jewels. Each contains a special power which control the essential life forces of Balcane. The emerald contains the power of fertility and spring.
Nice.
You should recognize it by its beautiful green color. The diamond, well, we all know what a diamond looks like. It represents eternity, apart from being a girl's best friend. Anyway,
What?
The diamond is said to hold the power of mist and rain. The sapphire is a deep, dark blue jewel containing the power of the water. Legend says that an ugly gorgon is keeping it at the bottom of the sea. Then
Wow,
there is the
rude.
red ruby, which contains the power of fire and shadows. They're all out there somewhere. Now it's up to you to bring them back to me.
How will I know where to find these jewels?
I have to ask
You
all of these,
already
by the
know
way.
about the ice giant who is ruling the frozen lands just outside the walls of our village. We are pretty sure that he's got the emerald. Previous expeditions have reported there are probably only 3 other lands on Borkane. There is no doubt in my mind that the jewels are out there, one for each beast, and one beast in each land.
Gotta alt-tab quickly, because that's the only way I can get out of this to switch on Pride Pig. Johnny, you're wrong, but you're the right kind of wrong.
Do you have any last words of advice?
Everyone has given you their blessings. As for myself, the talisman I now give you is not only a good luck charm, it will also protect you from spirits and other evil entities during your quest.
Rad.
I've had enough of this chit-chat. I'm going now.
Give 'em hell, Quickthorpe.
Okay, so, let me quickly answer Chen. Chuck E. Cheese, Bed, Wed, Behead. Chuck E. Cheese, Tony the Tiger, or Chester Cheetah. Obviously, like, Tony the Tiger is the obvious one to fuck. I mean, he's the sexiest of them all. You've got to kill Chucky. Like, you don't have an option. Chucky has to die, just for the sake of humanity. And honestly, I like Cheetos. So like a lifetime supply of those for marrying Chester, yeah, I can get behind that. Of course, Phoenix, please do. I do not have any mods in chat, but apparently we're shouting out Barry. No, we don't. No one ban Chem. Barry gets shouted out as well if Chem wants it. Okay, so this game, instead of having just the normal cursor, your cursor indicates the verb you're going to do. Left click does it, right click cycles through various options that are appropriate. Now, no, Chem gets to stay. Chem made a perfectly reasonable request. Also, hi Chem. I like you, apparently no one else does. So, I want to access the menu in this game. How, in a normal game, with mouse and keyboard, would you access the menu? What button would you press on your keyboard? Okay, Chem, I'm gonna limit those because I have to alt-tab out of here every time I need to do that. That's fine. Apparently, Rena deserves it, if anybody does. So, normally, I would press Escape. Escape attempts to quit the game. No. Okay, no more shoutouts. This is the last one. I will ignore any future ones. Wait, oh no, Chen's trying to shout out. Chen, you're not a mod. I'm sorry, but you are correct, Yui. You clearly know about these games. Yes, the menu is under Enter of all places. It's so confusing. So I'm gonna put the subtitles on. This is also a game where you do want to save. There are not a million ways to die. It's not Sierra, but it's not LucasArts either. Okay. Dude's just waving until I leave. I can take a hint.
It is one of the paths leading away from the village.
I feel like I recognize this voice actor. Oh, this is such a boomer game stuff. I mean, I say that, not really. This is entirely a millennial game. Actually, just want to go back there. I love this map art. I feel like there's so much going on here. It's really beautiful and detailed. Okay. And I'm going to do my first save. Do I get to name my save? Oh, is this... Okay, it does work. Cool. This is DOSBox, so there's always the possibility that things are going to break at some point. Yui, you should play King's Quest, because I'm not going to, because I hate Sierra.
Good day to you, sir.
And a good day to you, young squirt. I don't mean to alarm you, but have you strayed a bit far from Mummy and Daddy?
Dickhead. Let's strip down to our skivvies and take a swim. I just never found Sierra games that much fun. I was always more of a LucasArts lad. The exception is Space Quest 5, which I loved.
Let's strip down to our skivvies and take a swim.
Sure thing, Chen.
Oh, I forgot. I can't swim.
You're crazy. It's a good way to catch pneumonia and a one-way ticket to Casket Town.
Okay, we can't swim. Making me almost the opposite of Guybrush Threepwood, who also can't swim, but can at least hold his breath for 10 minutes. Okay. Sure, Yui.
It's been great talking. Have a nice day.
Okay, we're about to come across the first death in this game.
I wonder what the world looks like behind those mountains.
Okay, let me just walk, buddy. No? Buddy, walk up the bridge. There we go. That's it. We just died. The game also doesn't give you a "you died" screen. It just carries on like this. Johnny, I never actually attempted that in Monkey Island 1. So if you wait 10 minutes, will you die? Yeah. Okay. You're supposed to walk along these rocks over here. Which seems crazy unsafe, but actually works. Okay, let's go to the old house. And there are a couple of interesting things here.
There aren't many chili peppers left on this tree.
You are correct.
It's amazing that chili peppers can even grow in this climate.
Those do not look like chili peppers, and they're not growing on that tree.
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
This is Take.
These are my chili peppers now.
How did he reach that high? How tall is this dude? Yui, stop. So if I look at myself, it pulls up my inventory. Which, how do I close? Oh, it's this tiny box here. Space also opens the inventory.
There's a doorbell I can ring to see if anyone's home.
There is.
This old house looks spooky.
It does.
It's a cat. Yuck. I hate cats.
Cool. We gonna yeet Quickthorpe off the mountain now?
Yikes, I take that back. This cat's got evil eyes and a third one on its back. Oops, that's not an eye.
What does that mean? Did you mistake its asshole for an eye or what? I'm so confused.
No way. Nobody ever said anything about taking a cat.
Bruh.
This old house looks spooky.
It does. Let's ring the doorbell.
There's a doorbell I can ring to see if anyone's home. There doesn't appear to be anyone home.
Cool.
Quickthorpe is not scared of ghosts, but he's going to have a hard time getting into the old house.
We already have, Yui. Okay. The cat was a ghost, apparently. How do you get past the ghost? We use the amulet
I don't think that's a good idea.
that the elder gave us, which he said wards off spirits. Okay, that was uninspiring. No, so you can also use yourself, apparently, to access the menu. Another cat?
Cripes, this place is crawling with cats. That explains the aroma.
Okay, weird little thing here. This symbol and this symbol, those are not invented symbols. This game was not super popular anywhere in what we traditionally think of as the West. Was not popular in most of Europe. Not crazy unpopular, just not popular. Didn't do anything in America. But it only supports 2 languages, English and Hebrew. It seems to have done reasonably well, for some reason, in Israel. Which is why there's a Hebrew language. It's so weird. It's such an unusual thing. Hi, creepy lady.
The old woman's name is Wilda.
How do you know
She's
this?
known to have certain powers.
Okay. Can I talk to her?
My name is Quickthorpe, and I'm off to kill the ice giant.
Yeah, I know who you are, Mr. Big Hero. You know you'll never succeed in finding those jewels.
I mean, she does kind of blend in.
How do you know these things?
It's my job to know these things. It's what I do.
You know, fair.
You see, to some people I'm a witch, but to others I'm a fortune teller and a healer. Tell me, Quickthorpe, what am I to you?
If you choose the first option, you're beautiful, don't ever change, she fucking kills you for that.
I believe there's a good and a bad side to everyone. Yours is your back, I think.
What?
You're a smart boy. Why don't you stay with me a while and I'll teach you some special magic. Maybe a card trick or 2.
Dude just insults everybody.
Can you tell me how to kill the ice giant?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that. But I will let you keep all the things you've stolen from me.
Cool, I'm gonna steal some more things.
Quickthorpe takes the bag of seeds.
Cool. Yeah, this is kind of
It
cozy.
looks like a potpourri of leaves.
Quickthorpe takes the leaves from the pot. Wilda keeps her essential cooking ingredient by the fireplace.
I'd like to, but I won't be 21 until next May.
Right.
I'd like to, but I'd like to, but I won't. I'd like to, but I won't be 21
Why do you need to be
until
21
next
for a
May.
skull, bro? And yes, that's also... So, I suspect that that line was changed when this was internationalized. Because in most parts of England, especially in the 90s, you could drink at 16. Now, if you told me he was 15, I would completely believe you. He looks a little bit young, but I could believe that he's 15. And if that line was, I won't be 16 until next May, sure, thumbs up, I believe that. You're telling me this dude's 20? Uh-uh.
I'll bet these books are on black magic and devil worship.
Gimme.
The old hag doesn't seem to mind me taking this book.
I don't know what we're real talking, Yui. If you're talking about being able to drink at 16, at least in the UK, and I believe this is true in most places, but some places are weirdly strict about it. You can drink from 6 if you're with your family. And there are limits to what you can drink. Like, you can't give a 6-year-old whiskey, but you can give your 6-year-old small amounts of things like mulled wine.
Wow, what was that? I'd like to try again.
Yeah, me too. Okay, cool. It just took me back a little while. So it didn't like outright wreck me, but I tried to pick up, like, I took one of her books on magic. She was fine with it. I tried to pick up what appears to be like a shitty broom, and that was a step too far.
From the smell in here, I'd say the old hag's stirring up a nasty brew. There's even a dead bat hanging here.
Okay, I think that's all we can get from here. Although this lantern, I think, is important.
A lantern is hanging from the porch of the old house.
Really wish I could identify this
Quickthorpe
voice actor.
takes the lantern without even asking.
Look, we got told that we can steal stuff from her. I just want to check one more thing. I wonder if this is useful.
I don't even want to know what's written on those pages.
No. So one problem with this kind of art style is that it's often very difficult to figure out what is and what is not an interactable item. Because it all looks kind of the same. And yes, the narrator calling out the protagonist for doing what every adventure game protagonist throughout history has done. Village of Belkane. Yeah, I know to cross the bridge. I'm glad he doesn't have to do the balancing act a second time. Okay. Village, thank you.
Oh, there you are, sweetie. Are you back so soon?
Who
Why
are
don't
you?
you come up to my room? It's so warm and cozy.
Jeez! What the hell?
Alas, my little sparrow, the destiny of our people is resting in my hands.
Also, nice animation there.
And though your soft words rip through my aching heart, I must not be distracted.
Bruh, be distracted.
Oh well, suit yourself, you little worm.
You did, Yui. Bro, what the heck? What the heck? You could have taken, like, a little bit of time out of your day. The world's been fucked for, like, a century, according to that intro. Actually, I think it was, like, 1,000 years. Taking out, like, some time to spend with a woman who is explicitly telling you come up. The heck, bro. Okay, let's head to the frozen lake.
It
Big
looks
old
just
boat.
like the ones I've seen in picture books. I'll bet it was a really nice boat in its day.
Yeah, but now everything's wrecked. Because ice.
The large chair, with a fluffy rolled pillow, looks like it might have seated a fat-bottomed princess.
You can just call her fat, bro.
A piece of rope still remains tied to a pole that was once used to secure the boats to the shore.
Cool. Let's take the rope.
Quickthorpe is now the proud owner of a short piece.
Keep in mind that in the mid-90s, thick was not a concept. There was just fat. And fat was bad. I'm not sure there's anything else to get on this boat. Okay. Edge of the forest. Hi, buddy.
Tell me, sir, what are you doing here?
I can tell from your smile that you're new to the forest's edge. If you wish to enter or go anywhere from here except back to where you came from, it's going to cost you. Personal belongings, valuable objects will do just fine.
Okay, you're a highwayman.
I presume that you are carrying something valuable.
I'm really not.
Sorry, I'm flat broke. I'll come back some other time.
By all means, as you wish. I am a man of leisure, and I have all the time you need.
So let's see what I have in my inventory.
It's the talisman that the village elder has given you.
It's probably not super valuable, but certainly worth trying. Okay, buddy.
Such a pleasure to see you again. I must say, it has been quiet since we last parted. With all the crime in the forest these days, people just don't leave the village anymore.
Yui, wasn't that kind of more of an early 2000s thing than mid-90s? I'm trying to remember when that came
You can
about.
talk. You just sit there and steal from honest people like me or anyone else that passes by.
I suppose some people never do get the big picture.
That's life, I guess, but what can you do? Except to sit back and take anything and everything that comes your way.
There is nothing to do, except to be so kind as to pay me the toll for passage. You know the rules.
Okay. So, what can I give him?
I admire your enthusiasm, young man, but you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
I can give you a heej, bro.
I don't think that...
Is he gonna kill me?
Hold on there, fast
No.
Freddy. Where are you off to in such a hurry?
The answer to that is actually fairly straightforward. I am off to the walkthrough. Yeah. Gotta make sure I get everything.
No place special, I'm just doing a little sightseeing
Oh.
in the forest.
Apparently, apparently that happens if you don't do anything for a while. Okay, apparently I missed something at the boat, which I can completely believe. 90s thing, okay. So yeah, it is not time to give him a
The forest is a
handy.
dangerous place.
Thanks for your concern, but I'll be fine.
It is not time to give him a handy. Oh, come on, just keep walking. Apparently I missed something at the boat. So this is something I'd actually forgotten is a mechanic.
The large chair, with a fluffy rolled pillow, looks like it might have seated a fat-bottomed princess.
Even though I've used it, I also kind of forgot that it was a mechanic. You can interact with these zoomed-in views to sometimes get a little bit more.
At last, my dear child, you have released me from this terrible prison.
Apparently that's a thing.
I have been waiting for you for so long, and now that you're here, well, I'm not at all disappointed.
But who? What kind of creature are you?
I am Cymbeline, the goddess of the lake, and the spirit of spring, all wrapped up into one hot little package.
God, this game's horny.
You're the first spirit I've ever met. In person, that is. Is that why you're green and transparent and glowing all over? Or have you recently visited Chernobyl?
Ooh, topical for 1996.
None of this is really important right now. What really matters is that I return you the favor for having healed this old boat and freeing my soul.
Okay, this bothers me. What did I do to heal the boat? I looked at a pillow twice.
That sounds like a good deal to me. What do you propose to do?
What to do? That's a very good question. The problem is that I haven't a clue.
That's kind of the problem with weird real-world references, Stealth.
I've got it.
Because, yes,
It's
it
a small
must.
piece of my spirit, like in a little orb. That way I can come along with you. Oh, I'm so excited.
Great, let's go.
Not so fast, you eager beaver. Remember, this piece of me is only alone, so you'll have to bring it back. You can't expect me to always have my parts scattered all over.
You see, Johnny thinking this through right. Let's get naked and take a swim in...
Let's get naked and take a swim in the lake. You first.
You know I'd love to. It would be just the thing to wake me up after this long sleep. But there is no time to waste. Your people are waiting on you. Frankly, so am I.
You're putting me on. I can see right through you.
Haha, humor.
This is no time for silly jokes. I'm as serious as can be. Listen carefully now to my words.
Correct, Johnny.
I know that you have been chosen by your people to seek out and destroy the terrible beasts who possess the lost jewels. For it is only the safe return of these jewels to your people, and the death of those 4 beasts that will bring back life and harmony to Balkan. However, things are not really as they seem. The origins of this matter go far back to the time of the Ancient Ones. And if my intuition serves me well, I'd say that an old friend is up to some of his nasty old tricks again.
There's always freaking ancient ones.
I've had enough of talking to spirits for one day.
Okay. Is that the thing I needed? That... I just want to put this away.
It's the spirit of Cymbeline.
Okay. That is not what the...
I don't think that's a good idea.
Just put it away, you fool. That is different to what the walkthrough made me expect I was going to get. Which is concerning. Walkthrough, have you lied to me once again? Sorry, I've actually got to do... Okay. Okay. There was something I missed back at the old house. Remember how I said it can get a little bit confusing when all the art looks kind of the same? I can at least double click to walk faster. I don't think you get a horny lady
It
this
is one
time.
of the it is one of the paths leading.
So you can double click on the world map, but not on the... but not normally. You know, Johnny, it makes me wonder, maybe Quickthorpe isn't into humans. Like, what is the spirit equivalent of a furry? Because I think he's that. Anyway, apparently there's a cellar.
I could snoop around in the cellar without anyone finding out.
Okay.
Quickthorpe cannot take the cellar door.
I hope no one mistakes me for a burglar.
The lady already knows you're here. Relax, bro.
Wow, it's like a dungeon down here.
I'm hating that I cannot put this
I really
back
should be
in
careful
my...
not to break anything.
Ooh. This is pretty valuable.
This gold statuette is a very old and valuable object dating back to prehistoric times.
How do you know that?
I don't suppose anybody will notice that you've taken it.
Well, I hope not. Anything else worth looking at?
This heavy chain has been used for detaining unwilling guests.
Okay, so this literally is a dungeon. There's a broom. Maybe that's useful.
So, this is where she keeps her broom. I wonder if it flies.
Okay, I've got to see. Can I now put this away? I cannot. There's no way to put this away.
That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything.
There we go. I can expand it. Okay. Can I steal her broom?
Quickthorpe should not deprive Welder of her only broom.
Well, well, what have we here? It looks like a bunch of old useless junk. It looks like a bunch of old useless junk. Well, well, what have we here?
More useless junk.
A flaming torch makes the cellar look even more like a dungeon.
Okay. Again, kind of problem with the art. This is rope, but it's brown on brown.
There's a neatly coiled piece of rope on the ground.
This could come in handy in the future.
What about this? Is this a thing? That's not a thing. That's fine. Okay. So now I at least have the fancy old statue that I can pass off to that guy. I remember snippets of this game. And yet, unfortunately, I don't remember the solution to almost any puzzle. Okay, buddy. How do you feel about a super fancy old statue? I hope it's cursed.
I admire your enthusiasm, young man.
Yeah.
But you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I don't think...
I'm literally trying to pay the toll, bro.
Such a pleasure to see you again. With all the crime...
You can talk. You just...
Yeah.
That's life, I guess, but...
There is... I admire your enthusiasm,
What the
young
heck?
man. But you have...
This is I'm so confused. Fucking hell, I'm tempted.
Such a pleasure to... With all the crime in the forest...
You can talk. That's life, I guess, but...
There is nothing to do.
I'm trying to pay you your toll.
He's a jolly-looking character.
No, he's not. I want to kill him. What the... If this game has glitched out after less than an hour, I will be interested.
It is the precious gold statuette found in the cellar.
I don't see anything else of interest. I don't think that's a good idea.
I admire your enthusiasm, young man. But you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
But
We
I'm
can play
trying
this
to.
game all day if you like. I've got all the time you need.
Buddy, I am literally giving you the...
I
don't think that's...
What? Oh no.
It's the Book of Runes from Welder's house. It's the Book of Runes. It's the spirit of Cymbeline.
Hey buddy, do you want this?
I admire your enthusiasm, young man, but you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
What? But, walk through, please help. Walk through, please help. Give him the statuette. But the... I think I...
Such a
what?
pleasure to see you again. With all the crime in the forest these days.
You can talk. That's life.
There is...
Do I have to
He's a
zoom...
jolly-looking character.
Do I have to zoom in on him and then talk?
Such a pleasure to...
No.
With all the...
You can talk. That's life.
There is... Such a pleasure to... With all the crime...
You can talk.
No.
That's
No.
life.
There is...
Look at
He's a
him.
jolly-looking character. So here I...
Such a pleasure to see... With all the...
You can talk. That's life.
There is...
Okay.
It is the precious gold statuette found in the cellar.
Grab that so it's in my inventory.
He's a jolly-looking character.
Then look at him.
I admire your
No.
enthusiasm, young man, but you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
I'm literally trying to. I have so few options. And unfortunately, kill him with a brick isn't one of them.
I don't think that's a good idea.
This may end up being a very short playthrough, because... Okay. I'm going to pull up a different walkthrough. Maybe this walkthrough is lying to me. Okay. No, this... The other walkthrough says the same thing. Okay. Let's time up and hope the crows come for his eyes.
I admire your...
I don't think that's a good idea.
We can play this game all day if you like. I've got all the time you need.
The fuck just happened? What necklace? I've only got one necklace and I've already tried that.
I admire your enthusiasm.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why is he glowing green now? He didn't do that
play this
before.
game. I admire your... I admire... We can play this...
Johnny, can you see anything that says where to get the necklace? Because I am very happy to try something different at this point. I just don't know what that something is. Okay, the only person I haven't really spoken to is the hunter.
That doesn't do anything.
You don't know that yet.
Good day to you, sir.
And a good day to you, young squirt. I don't mean to alarm you, but have you strayed a bit far from mum?
Well, I haven't gotten very far yet.
Where are you off to, if you don't mind me asking?
For starters, I'm off to waste the ice giant and get back the emerald. Then I'll be heading out to some new lands for adventure. You know, going to new places, meeting interesting people, and then killing them. I guess I won't be home for lunch.
It just so happens that as a hunter, I get about these lands quite a bit, and I must say, you've got your work cut out for you.
Oh, terribly, Chen. I'm following a walkthrough and I'm still stuck.
This country's no cakewalk, and with all the hoodlums and freaks out there, you're going to attract a lot of attention, especially dressed like that.
Finally, somebody says it.
I'll just have to take my chances. And as for dress sense, I can see Armani isn't your middle name.
Bro.
I guess we both look conspicuous. However, I have a weapon.
It's been great talking. Have a nice day.
Okay. Let me leave and go back. So did they do anything special to give it to him, Johnny? Did they have to talk to him first? I mean, I'll try. I will try anything at this point.
We can play this game all day if you like. I've got all the time you need. I admire your enthusiasm, young man. But you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
I'm
Such a
trying
pleasure see you
to,
with all
dick
You can
bag.
talk. That's life, I guess.
There is... I admire your enthusiasm, young man. But you have only to pay the
Do I
toll
have
if
to,
you wish
like,
pass me.
use it instead of take it?
I don't think that's a good idea.
No. Maybe I missed out on some
admire your
required
enthusiasm,
dialogue?
young man. But you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
Because I don't think I did all the dialogue. Because why would I need to do all the dialogue? Text says use instead of give. But I don't have that as an option. Like, if I try to use it,
I don't think that's a good idea.
I get that text.
He's a jolly-looking character.
Wait, now if I use it?
I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
He's a jolly-looking character.
So I've still only got these three options.
I admire your enthusiasm, young man. But you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
I really want to, buddy.
I admire your enthusiasm, young man. But you have only to pay the toll if you wish to pass me.
Yeah, but even when I cycle, I still only get these three options. Wait.
Yes, this is quite a rare piece. It'll do just fine.
Okay.
I wish you a pleasant day. There's one born every minute.
Okay. So, there are two verb options there, which have the same image. Give and use are different, but they don't look different. Cool. Keep that in mind for...
So here I am at the edge of the forest. Do I go in and face the dark unknown like a...
Shut up, Quickthorpe. I did not even see that there was text at the bottom. Oh. I'm properly mad.
Something seems to be buried here under the snow.
This is getting to Maniac Mansion levels of mad.
I'll be darned, it's an old rusty shield from one of these soldiers. Wow, this shield is heavy.
Okay. So all of
The
these
statue
soldiers...
of a soldier in his final battle stands frozen in time.
I think this is a very cool kind of looking place.
One can always expect to find a bird loitering around the statues in the park.
Okay. So, Pixel Putty and this are bad for different reasons. I want to see... Like, I'm not seeing this... So you said that the text at the bottom changes. I'm not seeing text at the bottom. Oh my lord. Okay. So here's a fun fact. And this is why I was confused. The way this is rendering, it is the bottom is slightly off screen for me, which means if I want to see give versus use, I have to look at Streamlabs OBS because I literally cannot see it. I'm not even joking. Streamer didn't know because Streamer couldn't know. Okay. Anyway, hey bird. Want some seeds?
I should keep it for the right time or that special someone who comes along.
It's a bag of seeds and a bird. What the heck, bro?
He looks like an ordinary crow, if you ask me. I don't like talking to anyone or anything right now.
Yeah, me neither, Quickthorpe. Whatever, you weirdo. Who doesn't want to give seeds to a bird? Maybe this one I have to use instead of give? The fact that I've got these two options has now changed the entire game.
One can always expect to find a bird loitering
Shut
around
up.
the statues in the park.
That doesn't do anything.
Okay.
I should keep it for the right time
Neither
or
does that.
special someone who
That's
comes
fine.
along.
By the way, I thought this would be a quick, like, 2.5, maybe 3 hour playthrough. It's been an hour, like 90% of which has been spent trying to figure out the difference between give and use. Quickthorpe, you can't just say that to someone you've just met.
You're an odd-looking sort of fellow.
It's a matter of opinion, my little friend.
Oh no.
After all, everything's in the eye of the beholder.
Oh no! Hi, Stitch. I hate him.
So tell me something I don't know.
Did you know that you're close to the place where all fruits of all dreams come to bear?
I'm uncomfortable.
And this be nothing but a mere illusion of beauty. Did you know that you're nothing other than the seeker of a dream? And that a dream is nothing more than a figment of your imagination.
Hate this dude.
Till we meet again, my friend, and only then.
Okay.
A young sprig, which will one day grow into a beautiful tree, is all that remains of the mysterious Drim. It's quite symbolic, isn't it?
Yeah, Stealth, I sympathize.
Maybe I shouldn't. Who knows? It might grow into a great tree one day.
Okay, so I don't need to pick that up.
It's a dead tree stump, all right. But then I never saw a tree stump that wasn't dead.
Stitch, you're entirely correct. I hate that you're correct, but you're entirely correct.
A magpie is busy arranging its nest.
Ah, magpies, famous for stealing valuables.
That's a really wide crack on the side of the tree.
Stick your hand in there, nothing bad will happen.
Quickthorpe is not able to do that.
Quickthorpe hasn't even tried. Quickthorpe, fuck the tree. Okay. I'm pretty sure I missed something there, but I can come back to it. Hollow tree. I mean, thanks for giving it away. It's apparently hollow. Okay. Oh no, 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 no. There's... I think a thing happens here. I am apparently wrong. That's fine. Okay. The well. Hi, buddy. I'm guessing you're a hunter.
Do you know where I can find the ice giant?
Are you still after the ice giant?
Oh, this is the same hunter.
Look, son, I've spent my life hunting and exploring this territory, and I've never seen an ice giant.
Well, guess that's the end of our quest.
Like I told you, the only thing out here is poultry game and some low-life criminals. Personally, I think it's all a bunch of superstitious nonsense.
Do you know if there's any water left in the well?
Not one drop. I found that out for sure when my little boy fell into the darn thing.
Oh? Well, that's a pretty dark story.
By the way, if you happen to see the little critter out here somewhere, please tell him to run along home before I set a fire to his rear end.
Wait, your son fell down a well, and you think he's just somewhere? Okay.
What a surprise. I didn't expect to see you here.
I've been chasing this darn rabbit all over creation. You won't see him hopping about anymore.
Fair.
Sorry, but I have to go now.
Okay. Let us grab the bucket.
Surprisingly, the spool above the well is still in good working order.
Well, I have rope, I have bucket, I have well. I think I
It's
can
hard
figure
to
this
see
out.
what's written with all that snow and ice covering the letters.
Quickthorpe is not able to do that.
I'd rather save the pocket space for things I'll really need. Those strange markings. I've seen them before, but I don't know what they mean.
Okay. I guess. Okay. So... let's use rope with
That
bucket.
doesn't do anything.
Let's use rope with spool.
I never cease to amaze myself.
Bro, you didn't even tie it. You just wrapped it around. Do I need to use the bucket on here or not? Or just climb
There's
down?
no water left in the well for Quickthorpe to take.
Fair, actually.
An old, abandoned well stands in the middle of the forest. This is not the way Quickthorpe should use a well.
Well, what is the way, buddy?
The rope is just long enough to reach to the bottom.
Okay, you gotta zoom in first.
Wow, it's dark down here.
Oh, but I have a lantern.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why don't you think that's a good idea, dickhead?
I don't think that's a good idea.
It's a lantern.
It's the broken lantern from outside Welder's house.
It's a broken lantern. Cool. That was a step I hadn't realized. Okay then.
That's a darn cute little rabbit.
Why do you have to give us a booty shot?
I don't see anything else of interest.
Quickthorpe has more important things to do than chase wild rabbits.
So that's where the little critter lives.
A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, I really tried to mute, but I couldn't alt-tab in time. Ugh, I apologize. Sincerely. I still don't like you. Okay. Frozen Lake I think we're done with. Village I think we're done with. No, Stitch, you're right, but why? Why do you have to say it?
A statue of a soldier in his final battle stands frozen. One can still see the look of fear in their faces.
I actually don't know how to do sound alerts. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Probably ask Bubbles, because I know he was doing
A statue of a soldier
that.
in his final battle stands frozen. A statue of a fallen soldier wounded from battle.
Hey, that's not fair. I was hiding behind this statue.
Ah, there's the kid.
But why are you hiding behind the statue?
He's hiding from me.
Excuse me? We are getting lore.
Well, I'll be. You're a talking bird.
What's the matter? You've never seen a talking bird before?
I really haven't.
That's quite a trick. How do you do it?
I had the unfortunate experience of getting on the wrong side of an old witch named Welder.
Fair.
You mean the old lady with all those horrible cats?
That's the one. She's morphed me into a crow just because I threw one of her cats into a boiling kettle.
Okay, I do not approve of this game's vendetta against cats. I murdered her pet, and therefore she punished me. Yeah, you fucking deserve it!
Well, you did the right thing. I knew there was something weird about her.
No, you did the wrong thing. You murdered her pet. God.
It's too bad for you. But then I never got the pleasure, if you know what I mean.
Why does this game hate cats?
It would be wise to remove boiling cats from your list of things to do when you're at Welder's.
Or just in general.
Just the same, it's always a pleasure to meet someone who shares a mutual dislike for cats.
This game, I swear.
The pleasure was mine.
I think you should be running along home now.
I'm never going back home. My parents are mean and they always beat me.
Oh?
It's for your own good because they love you and are worried about you playing out here in the forest.
That's rubbish. It's because they're overqualified alcoholics.
Oh?
That too. I'll bet this is the hunter's little boy. I wonder what he's doing out here alone.
Well, he just told you he ran away from his parents because they're alcoholics.
I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, okay. There's still clearly something to be done with this.
That's a really wide crack on the side of the tree.
It is. Wonder what I have that could be useful there. Ooh, I wonder if I could use the shield as a wedge.
That doesn't do anything.
A closer look reveals that the tree is actually hollow.
That's not exactly what I had in mind. That's not exactly what I had in mind. That doesn't do anything.
No. Are you
A
a talking
magpie
bird?
is busy arranging its nest.
No, talking is not even an option here.
Rats, I scared it away.
Oh, it had a thing.
It looks like Mr. Bird has made himself a neat little nest. I don't see anything else of interest.
That is beyond the range of Quickthorpe's natural abilities.
That would not be a nice thing to do.
Okay. The bird has a necklace, which he is not leaving. That's fine. Might as well go back to the hunter and tell him that his son is, fine at least. I don't think there's anything here except maybe the sign.
What is that supposed to mean? I don't see anything else of interest.
Why are the signs in a language that nobody speaks?
I take it that you're not in the mood for more conversation.
I'm a man of action.
Yeah, me too. That is not on my list of things to do.
Okay, so only one more place I can really go that I haven't visited yet. Maybe there I will find a solution. Or progress or something. Oh,
Well, well, check this out, lads.
Oh, no.
A wayward soul, wandering through the forest all on his lonesome. He's a brave chap, he is.
That's right. He's brave, all right. What are we gonna do with him, boss?
oh no.
I say we take him for everything he's got. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Shut up, you morons. First, I want to know what he's doing out here. Then you can do what you want with him. What are you doing nosing around out here in this part of the forest? Come on now, out with it.
I'm off to see my grandmother. Yeah, the voices range between pretty good and really not good, and I strongly suspect the reason for that is that they had like 4 voice actors, and they all just had to do D&D level voice acting.
I'm on my way to kill the ice giant.
How about that? I'm off to kill the ice giant. He's got a sense of humor, this one. Now give me your money or die.
I don't have any money.
Would you settle for some sort of valuable object instead?
Hey, Niv.
You are a man who knows how to choose his words. Now let's see if you're also a man of action.
I do not have anything valuable. I think this is the part where I die. Ooh, tell me, Niv.
Come on, I'm waiting for you to hand something over to me.
I'm not interested in this junk.
Oh. Well, I died. And I'm not being given the chance to reload, which is what I had hoped would happen. So I'm gonna go back a little ways. Oh well. Short comic called Alone on Nile River. Well, I would be interested to see how that turns into a game. Nothing to do here at the moment.
A statue of a fallen soldier wounded from battle.
Hey, that's not fair. I was hiding behind this statue.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Can I play too?
Sounds like lots of fun. Can I play too?
No way, Jose. Go play your own games.
But why are you hiding behind the statue?
He's hiding from me. Bark.
Well, I'll be. You're a talking bird.
Honestly, Nov, I'd like to see what you can do converting that idea into a game.
What's the matter? You've never seen a talking bird?
That's quite... You mean...
I've
Well,
already
it's
been
just
through all this. I want to see more of it. Especially since he straight up... Excuse me. He straight up says that he boiled a cat, and he's not even exaggerating.
I think you should be running along home now.
I'm never going back home. My parents are mean and they always beat me.
It's for your own good because they love you and are worried about you playing out here in the forest.
That's rubbish. It's because they're overqualified alcoholics.
You tell him, kid.
That too. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
They beat you because they love you. Look, it was the mid-90s. Things were different. So, I return, as ever, my walkthrough. Because now I'm confused. Ah, interesting. Okay. I can accept that as something I should have tried. Oh no. Oh no? Huh. So... Let's try this again. Once I figure out why it crashed. Remember how I mentioned this was DOSBox and things don't always work out perfectly? Yeah. Like I said, I'll sort this out. I also want to make a quick and very small change to the configuration file, just to make it easier for me to see everything. Can't even remember where I defined the aspect ratio. There we go. You are not the one I was looking for. Let me put on a little bit of background music while I sort this out. Look, I'm playing a very old game. This is sometimes what happens when you play very old games. Sure thing, Phoenix. Hope you feel better. swear I'll be like a minute. Getting there. Hey, we got there, boys. Yes, yes indeed. We're back. Or approximately back. Let me just... Alright, no one can see anything. We back? We back. Change the resolution a little bit, so I'm just gonna resize this. Hey, live adjusting in Streamlabs. You know it's a professional streamer when they start doing that. If it crashes again this time, I'm just gonna, I don't know, cry and play marbles for a while.
It's a dead tree stump, all right. But then I never saw a tree stump that wasn't dead.
Apparently, if you look a little
It looks
closer,
like a lever of some sort. Wow, I must have triggered a secret lever mechanism.
You must have. I'm very grateful for the handful of people who've stuck around, because this game does not make it easy to stick around. Okay, let's take a blue
What's
fruit.
happening? I feel so dizzy, so... Whew.
Did I just get drunk, or did I just die? No, neither. Tom, contributing a bunch more oinks. Okay.
A closer look reveals a shiny ring on the hand of the skeleton.
Cool. About to be a grave robber?
I better not wear the ring. I might lose it. Or worse yet, someone might rob me.
Okay. This is the second time this has happened. That was the wrong voice for the line. That is clearly Quickthorpe speaking, but it was the narrator's voice. It's always a weird thing when that happens.
Exotic blue fruit bulbs line the inside of the hollow tree. The remains of another less fortunate traveller lies on the ground in eternal slumber.
You can just say he's dead.
The remains of another less fortunate traveller lies on the ground in eternal slumber. The roots of this hollow tree are massive and spread deep into the ground.
Cool. I think that's actually all I need from here. And then...
I don't think that's a good idea.
I can give the... or use? Yeah, use the bag of seeds with the magpie. Oh no, Stealth. You've cracked the code.
Well, what do you know? There's a necklace in this nest.
And now I can...
Quickthorpe takes the pearl necklace from the magpie's nest.
I can grab that. I don't know if that's useful. I mean, it's an adventure game, so steal everything you can. Actually, can I get my seeds back?
I suppose an empty sack could always be useful.
The sack is empty. I wonder if I can use the empty sack to grab the neurotoxin fruit. I mean, that does seem like a thing you could do in the real world.
That doesn't do anything.
Cool. This is not the real world. Let's go talk to the horrible bird about boiling cats again, because that's a thing.
A statue of a fallen soldier.
Hey!
Yeah.
But why are you hiding? Well, you mean that's well, it will just...
I want to hear you talk about this, dude. I'm sorry for anybody who didn't see it to begin with. The bird got turned into... He was a person who got turned into a bird by a witch. He feels much aggrieved. The witch did it because he straight up threw her cat into a boiling pot. And he feels like he is the wronged party.
I'll bet this is the hunter's little boy. I wonder what he's doing out here alone. I think you should be running along home now.
I'm never going back home. My parents are mean and they always beat me.
It's for your own good because they love you and are worried about you playing out here in the forest.
That's rubbish. It's because they're overqualified alcoholics.
That too.
How does anyone even afford alcohol in this place? No one has any money except the criminals. I hate you, man. Just leave me alone. You cost me like 20 minutes because I couldn't see the bottom of the screen.
Do you know if there's any water left in the well?
Not one drop. I found that out for sure when my little boy fell into the darn thing. By the way,
Apparently had
if you
no
happen to
injuries.
see the little critter out here somewhere, please tell him to run along home before I set a fire to his rear end.
Sorry, but I have to go now.
Cool. I don't think there's actually any point speaking to him, like, at all. Nope, not inventory. Start off.
It's hard to see what's written with all that snow and ice covering the letters. Those strange markings. I've seen them before, but I don't know what they mean.
A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
There.
Surprisingly, the spool above the well is still in good working order.
I never cease to amaze myself.
I can use the rope there, but without a working lantern, there's no point because I can't do anything down there. Because it's too dark. Okay. Now to save. So slow. And let's go kill the ice giant.
Well, check this out, lads. A wayward soul, wandering through the forest all on his lonesome. He's a brave chap, he is.
That's right. He's brave, all right. What are we gonna do with him, boss?
I say we take him for everything he's got. Yeah, that's the ticket.
Shut up, you morons. First, I want to know what he's doing out here. Then you can do what you want with him.
Well, that's not nice.
What are you doing nosing around out here in this part of the forest? Come on now, out with it.
I'm on my way to kill the ice giant.
How about that? I'm off to kill the ice giant. He's got a sense of humor, this one. Now give me your money or die.
I ain't got no money, buddy.
Would you settle for some sort of valuable object instead?
You are a man who knows how to choose his words. Now let's see if you're also a man of action.
Okay, so I've got two valuable items. Pearl necklace or the ring. I feel like the ring being gold is much more what this kind of dude would want.
Now this is more like it. I knew...
Oh? Oh? It is cursed ring? No?
That is beyond the range of Quickthorpe's natural abilities.
You're not such a tough guy now. By the way, you can keep the ring.
I remember the Skelly Man. I just didn't realize that the Skelly Man had been skeletonized by the ring. Because it didn't just kill him.
That's the knife he was going to kill me with.
Anyway,
My
I'm gonna
first
steal his
lethal
knife.
weapon. I can't wait to try it out.
Okay, that line confirms this dude has problems. My first lethal weapon. I can't wait to try it out. His first thought is, I'm gonna kill someone. The Undertale ring turns you into a Skelly Man. I think I remember this part being weird and creepy. Yes, I was right. They got them some faces.
Nothing surprises me anymore, not even you. His eyes, they're almost human.
What are you looking at?
I hate them.
Nothing really. Well, it's your face.
Yeah, I got a face, so what about it?
Oh, it must be great at poker. You look like my old schoolmaster.
Actually, you look like my old schoolmaster.
Your old schoolmaster, eh? Well, did he ever teach you anything interesting and really groundbreaking?
Oh, the puns.
Take the subject of mathematics, for example. Even a rockhead like me knows the two halves make a whole. In the ground, as it were.
What? No.
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
It's too bad for you, my twiggy friend, because no matter how you spell it, that's what it's gonna take to get past me.
Two halves, by the sounds of it. I have nothing that could be described as that.
I don't feel like talking to anyone or anything right now. I don't feel like talking to anyone or anything
fine.
right.
In case you hadn't noticed, there's no way through here.
An enchanted palace can be seen on the horizon.
Okay. Okay. So I don't think there's anything more I can do there at the moment. Which means the only remaining place I can really go is down the well. I mean, keep in mind, I agree, Stealth, Rockman is amazing. Rockman is so far the standout character of this game. Him and the Witch. The Witch was good. I liked the Witch. I kind of chose this game because I thought I could finish it in about 3 hours. Because I'm not going to be here next week. But as things are looking, this is going to be a long playthrough. Just because it's so damn confusing. Well, yeah, the art is amazing.
The rope is just long enough to reach to the bottom.
But the game design is just terrible. The game design isn't terrible.
Wow,
it just
it's
has
dark
problems.
down here.
It is dark down here. Okay, so there's literally nothing I can do without having the appropriate item. I have a lantern, but it's broken.
It's the broken lantern from outside Welder's house.
I don't see anything else of interest. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I don't think you're a good idea, and yet
It's the
here
long
we
piece
are.
of rope you found in the cellar of Welder's house.
So yes, Nuff, you're correct. Lots of patience needed. So as not to bore everybody too much, I'm just quickly checking the walkthrough again. Hmm. Ah, that's actually quite clever. I'll admit, this is on me for not figuring this out.
Wow, it's dark down here.
Yes, Stealth, I did. And I suppose in that context, no. At no point yesterday did I point. This is actually kind of on me. The game's fine with this.
It's the spirit of Cymbeline.
We were told that the spirit of Cymbeline...
I don't see anything else of interest.
We can't see it now, but we're told that the spirit of Cymbeline glows. So we can use her as a limited light source. I just assumed lantern, so I didn't even look any further.
It looks like someone's been digging around down here.
Ooh, echoes.
Quickthorpe is not able to do that.
I don't want to.
Quickthorpe is not able to do that.
What do I have? I can maybe use the rusty shield like a shovel.
That doesn't do anything.
I can use the bucket.
That's anything. It's a piece of clay tablet.
I just had to look at it again.
It's got strange markings on it as well. Taking bits and pieces and putting them together is the secret to good detective work.
I wasn't aware that I was a detective.
An ancient plaque with runic inscriptions has been placed on the wall.
It's worth noting that we were told that the 4 elements are ice, mist, water, and fire. And certainly we've got, I think, a fairly obvious mist and fire here. So we can guess that these 4 refer
Someone's
to
been
that.
down here before and marked this spot, but I can't for the life of me make out what it says.
So let's see if putting this clay tablet in
I
there...
don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything.
Okay. Look at piece of grass.
There's a small sprig of spring grass growing here.
This piece of grass in the Well of Life symbolizes the hidden eternal spring in Balkane.
No, I think it's probably just grass.
I can't pull it out. The roots must be stuck deep in the ground.
I did
A
not
dark
even see.
opening in the wall of the well can barely be seen.
There's a tunnel entrance. Ooh, another pile of dirt.
It looks like some dirt has been tossed around down here. It's a piece of clay tablet.
Taking bits and pieces and putting them together is the secret to good detective work.
Sure thing, Niv. I'd love to.
The 2 pieces go together perfectly. A closer look shows that these inscriptions are actually a harmonic incantation or spell that can conjure the primordial forces of the earth to create minor earthquakes.
Rock Dude told us that 2 halves make a whole. The 2 halves of the clay tablet give us that spell. Niv, never apologize for wanting to show stuff off. I like seeing your art, and I like showing off your art. So please, never apologize. Or especially never apologize for being excited. Good lord. You have every right to be. Oh, I'm really liking these designs. That's rad. Him shape a friend. This dude's got some really good rock hawk energy. Those are really cool. Thank you for sharing, Niv. Okay, so we should now be able to figure out... we should now be able to get past the rock guy. Oh. This is more than I was expecting to find down here.
That doesn't scare me at all.
Yeah, because you're the narrator, but I think that was meant to be Quickthorpe's line.
A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
I'm just going to save again. There's a bed here, which means somebody lives here. Which means that somebody could come back and try to kill us.
I'll bet that's where he cooks the poor buggers.
Who's
A closer
he?
look reveals nothing more of interest.
It's filled with murky green liquid. Yuck!
Ugh.
It looks like one of those poor suckers died with more than just their boots on.
There's a chest over here. This is probably the thing we're interested in.
Let's go see what's in that chest. It appears to be locked shut. That's not exactly what I had in mind.
Knife maybe?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Fair. I don't have a key. I don't think there's much I can do with the chest at the moment. But there's firewood. Maybe there's something
I
hidden
see
in
he
the
keeps
firewood.
plenty of firewood handy.
Who is he? It really confuses me that they're acting like I know who lives down here when I super don't.
The ogre's old straw pillow is
Okay.
not very comfortable, but it sure is functional.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
I'm kind of shocked. I really thought there was going to be something like under the pillow. So this is apparently where an ogre lives. Apparently we know this. Without a key, I don't think there's anything we can do there. I was hoping the key would be under the pillow. It is not. Which makes me think that we're kind of done down here now that we have that clay tablet. So let's head back up. I think that's all we can do. In spite of having the walkthrough, I am trying to keep it as an occasional thing I use. I don't just want to follow along with the walkthrough because, honestly, I feel that that's kind of boring for everybody involved. Ugh, I keep forgetting that I did that. Hello, rock friend. How do you feel about me putting two halves together to make a whole? How do you feel about your terrible, terrible pun?
By the power of the first sun and seventh moon, I command the lands to make way for the mighty Quickthorpe.
Cool. A little bit less dramatic than I'd hoped, but you know. Time for a save, methinks. Those who are roughly my age, people who played DOS games when they were still DOS games. Oh, Ice Giant. Do you guys remember when this was just how long it took to save things? Like, this wasn't slow saving, that's just how long it took.
You
You're the little mortal that's been out and about, threatening to kill me. I'm extremely amused.
Hi, buddy.
Let's see what you can pull out of your little tutu before I ice you.
You're supposed to add a dance mat attachment for the N64. I don't see how that's related, Oogly, but cool. I've got a hot little surprise that's perfect for you. I bet Ice Dude likes hot peppers.
I've got a hot little surprise that's perfect for you.
Oh, really? And what would that be?
No problem.
I'm still working on that surprise.
And I'm still waiting.
This guy's super patient. Like, he's apparently fine with me just walking around saying I'm gonna kill him. No, I said old DOS games, not dance games. In the before times.
It's a red-hot chili pepper talisman. That would be an incredibly stupid thing for Quickthorpe to do. Consistent, but stupid.
Wow, rude. Okay. I'm just gonna GTFO. I feel like I need to fix the lantern. Lantern feels like a reasonable way to kill Ice Giant. I mean, I could easily be wrong. I wonder if there's... I'm curious. I feel like...
An enchanted palace.
I feel like I remember there being more to the ravine than just that. Aha, top of the ravine. I think that's an important thing. Oh, poor dude. Look at frozen carcass.
This guy must have frozen to death. It makes me shiver just looking at him.
Realistically, Tom, I think the answer is just pure arrogance. Like, dude is so invulnerable that he doesn't care.
A sulfur stick? It's too bad he didn't make a fire. It might have saved his life.
Sulfur stick, I'm assuming, just means a match.
Lucky for me, this sulfur stick is still dry. He won't be needing this anymore.
Okay. Maybe this will help. It's fire. He's an ice giant. I'm pretty sure you can beat an ice giant with one match, right? I think that's how it works. Light the lantern, maybe? No, don't drop the sulfur stick.
That doesn't do anything.
Fine.
That didn't have any effect. I'd better do something, quick.
Do I have to, like, do something to light it first?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I don't think your face is a good idea, but here we are.
That doesn't do anything.
Okay. My incredibly smart idea didn't work out quite like I'd hoped. So there was a bit of conversation I missed with the kind of highwayman. He's not even a highwayman, just the guy who made me pay him. Where he said that he had lost a necklace. And I suspect that that is the pearl necklace. So let's take a look at that. Stealth, I don't know if you're being rude or what, but I love you right now. Give the necklace to the well-dressed gentleman.
I'm not sure, but is this the necklace you've been looking for?
Why, blow me down and call me timber. So it is.
Nice. Nice, Tom. See, I assumed pig brain was roughly on the level of poo brain, because that's where I am most of the time.
This is good fortune indeed. As promised, I take great pleasure in offering you these gloves in return.
Oh. Gloves. Thanks.
Thank you, sir, but a pair of gloves? There's fair exchange, but this is highway robbery.
He is a highway robber, so...
I realize that you may not see any value in these gloves.
Correct.
But it is often the most insignificant things that become the most important means to achieving the fruits of your dreams. Of course, they'll also keep your hands warm.
That's the most deeply profound thing anyone has ever said to me. Thank you.
It was nothing really.
I'm guessing these gloves will be super useful for defeating the giant.
It's a pair of gloves from the well-dressed gentleman. A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
Okay. Can we just go back to town and get with the girl who wanted us?
I take it that you're not in the mood for more conversation.
I'm a man of action, not words.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Nothing more to say to him. I am noticing this game's also quite slow in many ways. Like, for example, if I'm over here, I can't just walk back to the village. I have to stop at every stop along the way. Which can be a little bit frustrating. Do you have anything more to say to me, Stonehead? No, you literally can't even talk to me.
He won't be staring anybody down anymore.
Oh no! Where did his face go? My friend. That's not what I wanted at all. Okay. I was told the gloves would keep my hands warm. Are they magical gloves?
These fit just right.
Well, I'm wearing the gloves
I don't
now.
feel like talking to anyone or anything right now. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, this caused an earthquake. Pretty sure it can
That didn't
kill
have
a
any
dude.
effect. I'd better do something quick.
Eat the bridge. If I eat the bridge while he's standing on it, he'll fall, and that should win the game. Well, you know what? He's standing in my way. He was inconsiderate first. Ah. I think I sense a clever. And by sense, I mean, you know, I read the walkthrough. Tom, if I eat it backwards so that I'm on the castle side of the bridge, that should be okay. So the important thing that the gloves do is they protect my hands from things. Specifically, things that may be neurotoxic in some sense. Like perhaps these berries.
I got the fruit. These gloves must have protected me from the dizzy effects of the poison.
There we go. Tom, I kind of feel like if I could do that, the gloves wouldn't really be the issue. And also, if I could do that, the character model would have any muscles. Which he doesn't. Quickthorpe is a nice enough guy, but he is not buff. You do make a good point there, Tom. Gotta protect your delicate fingies.
The rope is just long enough to reach to the bottom.
Okay. So apparently now that we have the fruit, we have to go back to Ogre Town. Ogre Town, USA. I do not want to quit. I pressed escape because that's what I'm used to for getting to a menu. Okay. I didn't actually see what I have to do here. Ooh, I didn't even see this boulder.
Rats, now there's a huge boulder blocking the entrance.
What do you mean now?
I don't see anything else of interest.
The ogre's old straw pillow.
There's nothing there.
I wonder if I can, like, poison his drinking
It's
water?
filled with murky green liquid. Yuck!
It's all I can think to do.
That's not exactly what I had in mind.
What did you have in mind?
But that doesn't do anything.
You don't know that. Huh. What else to do? Oh. Looks like I have come to entirely the wrong place. Which, you know, not the first time. Hey, Zach. It has been a confusing and frustrating time. How's it going for you? This game has great art and not great everything else. For example, apparently this bushy path is a thing. Even though I'm pretty sure I hovered my mouse over here earlier and got nothing.
A small path could be seen leading into the bushes.
Now I've got to hide in the bushes over here. How's the rest of your Kingdom Hearts stream, Zach?
Fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of a Volcanion.
Dude, put on pants. Huh. Well, pretty sure I can't push that.
Rats! Now there's a huge boulder blocking the entrance.
That's the line they used earlier. That's odd. Correct, Tom. I think I can climb up to the small. Excuse me? Excuse me, why? Why did I do this? Just to get somewhere I've already been.
There's some nice sunshine coming in through there.
But I've already done this.
Let's go see what's in that chest.
I would love to.
It appears to be locked shut. That's not exactly what I had in mind. I'm not carrying that around with me.
Yeah. I was just here. Okay, so now there are two ways to get here, neither of which was helpful. Okay. Okay. Now that's just unnecessarily fiddly. So.
The ogre's old straw pillow is not very comfortable, but it sure is functional.
You remember how we looked at the pillow? And then we looked again?
He hides his keys. This ogre is not as dumb as he looks.
So the first time, there was just nothing there. You have to come in through this entrance, or the key's not in there. If you come in through the other entrance to the same place, there's no key.
Looks like an ordinary
so
key.
confusing.
He won't miss this key.
I mean, he probably will. He hid it. So far, Johnny, you are entirely correct. We've encountered
Let's go see
two
what's
pillows.
in that chest.
And that's been the case with both of them. They've all had something special in them.
Upon opening the chest, Quickthorpe finds 3 flasks.
Who knows? This flask of oil could be useful.
Flask of oil, match.
I better be careful with this stuff. That was the last one.
I mean, I'm guessing that's how it's going to work. It's just frustrating because I had already checked the pillow on 2 occasions, but if you don't come in through that particular entrance... Johnny, that's a distinct possibility that I've weirdly screwed up and cannot fix it. Sure thing, Zach. Enjoy your food. If that's the case, I'm gonna pull a Maniac Mansion and just, you know, give this game the double middle fingers and, I don't know, play marbles for a while. You know what? Let's save. There's also the distinct possibility... Oh, wait. This I actually remember.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Use the short rope with the flask of oil. Right?
That doesn't do anything.
Can you open the flask?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I thought you made like a Molotov cocktail. Okay.
You poured oil on me, you idiot! I hate oil!
Several arches lie hidden in the shadows of the
I
palace
didn't mean to
arcades.
look at that. Okay. Now can I... Tom. Okay. Nice and straightforward. I didn't even have to create, like, a Molotov.
Old castle has its gargoyles.
Now watch this game screw me over, make me slip in the oil and die. Nope. Excuse me. I have several questions. Wait a second, this is where the ice giant lived. Why is there so much fire?
There's a small flame warming the throne room to an ambient 0 degrees Celsius.
He's an ice giant. He doesn't need it to be warm. He needs the opposite. What the heck is this game even? Also, yes, laser beams. I was going to say in a supposedly medieval period, but the opening cutscene had like a spaceship, so who the heck knows? Okay. We know what's gonna happen now, so let's just get on with it. There we go. Right, Tom. That dude needs it to be like, I don't know, -10, -20 would be ideal for him, because he's hard ice. Hoping that my rusty shield blocked the laser.
That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything.
A closer look reveals nothing more of interest. The statue is shooting out high-energy photon pulses from its eyes. You better be careful.
Fucking high-energy photon pulses? Can I not explore the rest of the palace? This place is huge.
There's a small flame warming the throne room to an ambient 0 degrees Celsius. A fabulous pile of gold, money, and jewels lie on the floor below the throne of the dead ice giant.
Yeah, he's dead, so just, like, give it to me, guys. There's the emerald. Okay. That was dumb. That was on me. I'll admit. I'm missing an item from way earlier. Apparently getting past the giant, you know, the main obstacle so far, not enough. I think I'm going to call the stream once we get the emerald. I've made very little progress, but hopefully Hopefully the next stream, whenever that
Quickthorpe is not able to do that.
will not take quite as long. Apparently you can also grab this dude's scarf.
Quickthorpe takes the scarf from the dead bandit.
Which, you know, fair. It stands out. I should have looked a bit closer. Johnny, that's just like this whole game. And then use the scarf with the rusty shield to make a shiny shield. Because that's how you get rid of rust.
You can't believe it. All that it needed was a little cleaning and polishing. Now it's so bright you can see yourself.
And now with a nice shiny shield, we should be able to get past the laser. Why a rusty shield wouldn't get past the laser, I'm not sure. Because keep in mind, at no point has it said that we need to reflect the laser. Zack obtain of Munch. I'm gonna have to make myself dinner as well. Okay. And that apparently destroyed the gargoyle statue.
It's not firing anymore. I guess it's safe now.
I don't trust this bird. I don't.
A fabulous pile of old money and jewels lie on the floor below the throne of the dead ice giant. A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
That's a nice-looking bird.
It is also a friendly bird.
Is it?
I've gotten past the laser beam. Now, can we get out of here?
I'm ready when you are.
Since when was this bird to be established to be friendly and talking and helpful? And like, there are several things.
One down, 3 to go.
That were never actually established there. Anyway, I've got the emerald.
It's the emerald you took from the ice giant. Keep it safely with you at all times.
I mean, like, I've got no argument for that, Johnny. I still feel like the game could have established that a little bit more clearly than the first thing Quickthorpe says is, let's GTFO, and the bird says, sure.
A closer look reveals nothing more of interest.
Am I finally going to bum a ride out of here with you, or what?
I'm at your service, but I don't intend to fly on an empty stomach.
I'm sorry, what? How do you feel about neurotoxins?
For this gift of fruit, my heart goes out to you, and so do my wings.
Oh.
For you have now earned your passage to another land.
Good question, Tom. Like, that was legit the fruit I needed. Oh, that is not good animation. Oh, I vaguely remember this area.
These majestic mountains are the great divide between the frozen lands and the land of mist.
Okay, that's where I'm going to call it today, because my brain is slowly turning into mush. It is genuinely remarkable how much this game is just slowly wearing me down. I don't actually hate it, but like a lot of the other not great games I've played, I've managed to power through because of nostalgia. Because nostalgia is a very powerful force, and you know, it can help you paper over the things you don't enjoy. I have a lot of nostalgia for this game. I still think it's completely beautiful. But oh my lord, it is just not fun to play. And yeah, it's super frustrating to experience that. Let's take a look at who we should raid. I love you too, Stealth Boy. I'm very happy to stream. And yes, chat, you are cute as always. Who are we gonna raid? Yeah, someone I've never raided before, but why not? Some games are best left remembered rather than replayed. That should be on a t-shirt, Zach. I'm not entirely... I haven't actually watched this guy, but I do know him by reputation. He is, as far as I'm aware, a fairly good streamer. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. It has been an enlightening experience. I will not be streaming next week Sunday because I'm out of the city. I'm next streaming on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. So Tuesday, 5:30 EST if you want to catch me. I'll be doing an early birthday stream. I would be very excited for anybody to come by and watch us. I hope you guys all have a wonderful afternoon. Zach, I will probably be seeing you later for D&D. Guys, have a great one. I will see you around. Ciao.